Leclerc took a stunning victory on Ferrari's home stall by holding off Oscar Piastri at the Italian Grand Prix as Lando Norris finished third. Leclerc used an alternative one-stop strategy to beat Piastri by 2.6 seconds to win for a second time this year. McLaren were favourites for the race as they had a front row lockout, but Norris' race was hindered by Piastri overtaking him on the opening lap. It left Norris playing catch-up for the remainder of the Grand Prix, but he couldn't get back in the lead battle, so settled for third, which reduces his deficit to Max Verstappen to 62 points championship. Fourth ahead of Lewis Hamilton in sixth in front of George Russell. Sergio Perez was eighth, and Red Bull retained the lead in the Constructors' Championship, but only 8 points in front of McLaren with 8 events to go. Williams' next album was ninth, while Haas's came intense but banned for the next race in Baku due to the going over the limit on penalty points over a 12-month period. Leclerc started from fourth on the grid, but found himself in the second after the opening lap as Russell locked up into turn one, and Piastri surprisingly overtook Norris at the second chicane. Norris didn't expect the move and so lost speed in the middle of the corner, and Leclerc took advantage, but Norris undercut Leclerc, so McLaren were back in a 1-2 position, only for them to throw it away. But McLaren's drivers pitted, and Leclerc went for a one-stop strategy, doing 38 laps on hard tyres, which paid off as he won in Monza for a second time in his career to defy the Tifosi. It's an incredible feeling. I thought the second time, if there was a second time, not fairly special, but the emotions were exactly the same. I want to win at Monza and Monaco every year, and to manage to do so was so special. Even though Norris and McLaren had made up ground in both championships, they could have gained more points on Verstappen and Red Bull. Norris started he and Piastri were free to race before the Grand Prix, but the British driver wasn't happy about his teammates' move at turns 3 and 4, which set him back. Oscar caught me surprised and he got past. I don't know what I could have done differently. If I broke a metre later, I probably would have crashed. It's something we have a look at, but Ferrari drove a better race, particularly Charles. Norris made a mistake on lap 31 as he cut the second chicane when trying to chase down. Lost time and decided to pit for the second time. Race leader Piastri was asked if he wanted to pit for a set of new hard tyres and came in on lap 39, so handed the lead to Leclerc with Sainz now in second. Both McLaren drivers overtook Sainz in the final 10 laps, but Leclerc was too far out the road. It hurts, I'm not going to lie, it hurts a lot, said Piastri. I did a lot of right things today. There were a lot of question marks on strategy going into the race. From the position we were in with the tyres looking as they did, it didn't seem that one stop was going to be a very risky call, and in the end it was right. Very, very happy with the pace. But what I managed to achieve just hurts when you finish second like that. But Verstappen started 7th and improved by 1 position, mostly thanks to Russell's turn 1 lockup and the wing damage he suffered. The Dutchman started on the hards and put himself on a two-shot strategy by fitting the hards again, at one point battling with title rival Norris for a few laps. He fitted medians for the last stint but couldn't catch Hamilton, who had a relatively quiet race to 5th. Perez and Russell had a great scrap throughout the race, with the British driver coming out on top. Magnussen across the finish line in 9th, but his 10-second time penalty dropped into 10th, and he also missed the Azerbaijan Grand Prix as a result of a collision with Pierre Gasly, where the steward stated Magnussen was wholly to blame. He kept his point, but it will be replaced by Ollie Behrman at Baku, even though the stewards and Gasly both said that was harsh. So yeah, seems a bit harsh, but it's a collection of all punishments over the year, I suppose. Before I go, let me run you through the classification for the Italian Grand Prix. A great win for Charles Leclerc, superb drive from him. Yeah, the scenes at the end were truly special. For McLaren, no, I just don't understand why they didn't swap cars around at the end. That seemed a very strange decision to me. And yeah, I think, they can't afford races like this with the deficit they've got in the drivers' title battle. Yeah, they just need to perform every weekend, and here they didn't. Sainz in 4th. I think it'll be slightly frustrated considering where Leclerc came, but still a pretty decent race from him. Ferrari having great pace. Hamilton 5th, probably the maximum he could have achieved today. So yeah, good result from him. Russell, a really poor error at the first corner, and that kind of cost him a lot today. Verstappen 6th, probably got the maximum out of the car. That's the best you can ask for, but his title is all of a sudden looking pretty perilous. Perez 8th. Pretty much the same. Maybe should have beaten Russell, but usual Perez. Great weekend for Albon to get points from Williams. Obviously none of the cars for DNFing in front, so not much more he could have done. Magnussen, great job to get points as well. Harsh penalty, and Joe obviously going to have to miss the next race. Alonso will be gutted, 1/10 to miss out on the points. Yeah, huge disappointment for him. Colapinto though, 12th. That was a really solid first race for him. I think he can be proud of that. Good Williams this weekend, but still he delivered. Ricciardo 13th. The RB just starting to pace today. Tsunoda going out early. It'd be interesting to see how he could have done. Similar story with Audi and the 2 state cars, and then Hulkenberg having a rare off day. Stroll may be a bit more of a common off day, unfortunately for him. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.